And I'm all the way back down here. Basically, it had been acting up for the last couple of days, and then we called Sky and they fixed it. Now it's acting up again, and the internet's still slow as shit, but at least now it's not disconnecting constantly. Or, you know, give me the no internet's marker on down there on the taskbar. At least it's not doing that anymore. Well, except for just there. But yeah, I just had to send a message to bitch about that. Huh. He's got the whole, you know, Demon Hunter eye band thing going on. I don't think it's reserved solely for them, but it's kind of iconic to them because of the founder of the Demon Hunters has that going on. And so do all the Demon Hunters, actually, don't they? Huh. I need the creature's pincer as proof of the deed. No pincer, no reward. Excellent. With that clasp gone, we're free to use the southern mountain range as a strategic path to circumvent the silted hives. Your work is greatly appreciated. Woo! That went much farther down than I expected. I expected to land there. Still. We'll swing down the swing low sweet chariot, and we'll head down to the hermit, the deserter, and then we will swing around now to get Noggle's satchel. I'm annoyed that it was right there and couldn't grab it, but hold on, let's grab this. You can see all those silted up there. They cast shadows, but you can't attack them. Ooh. I could have gotten a black crystal dagger there. But anyway. Ooh. There's Moira. But yeah. There's Selwyn Desert, which is full of tormented sentinels and druids. You used to be able to get a quest there. And I wonder if Staghelm's kid's in there. There was one of the leaders of Darnassus, but back in Classic, well, basically pre-Kata, was called Staghelm. His son died here. Also, how this guy is right next to the Silted and isn't dead is an unresolved question. A thing that used to happen before, you used to be able to get skills from your primary professions. Mining made you, I can't actually remember what mining did. It was like, it gave you more health or something. Made you tougher. While skinning gave you more, made you more likely to crit. Herbalism gave you a heal over time. And as you went up in skill, they got better. You'd have to reach a certain level of skill. Like, it wasn't your training level as when you went to a trainer, but it was the actual skill level. Did you 400? Did you 500? That kind of thing. You! How did you find me? Who are you? You weren't followed, were you? Speak! Restore tablet. I see you're familiar with my old organization. You must be what Cenarians hold. You seek information to use against them. Come closer. Perhaps we can be of mutual assistance. I'm as close as two men can be. As close as two men can be. The Twilight's Hammer are not kind to those who leave the ranks. They hunt me to this day, like I'm some sort of beast. Needless to say, an enemy of theirs is a friend of mine. To decipher this tablet, I'll need the book used by their scribes to encode secret messages, the Twilight Lexicon. It's such an important tool that they keep its chapters in 3 different locations. The officers entrusted with the lexicon are known as Twilight Keepers. We'll recruit them at the Twilight Hammer's camps. He becomes relevant again in Cataclysm. So it's nice it didn't remove him from all this. So we have to go I presume, to... It's kind of weird how they've only marked one of the camps. Maybe it's the proximity thing? I don't know. Regardless, we'll head off to this camp. I presume I'll then have to head to Twilight Post and Twilight Outpost. I don't think I'll have to head up here to Twilight's Run. And here's this guy's bones. Kind of makes me think of a car, but yeah, the troll blood god. Yeah. Let's go up here. Wait. Just realized something. There used to be raids here in... Yeah, it's gone. That's disappointing. In Classic, there used to be a raid here called Zulgrub. It's gone now. Removed in Pandaria. Here, there used to be a raid called Zul'Aman. Gone in Pandaria. Or was it Cataclysm? Might have been Cataclysm. Okay. Not Crash Lightning. Just love actually getting that to work. Because most of the time I kind of forget about it. Let's just heal up quickly. And there we go. Oh, I also got Sandstrider's Mark, which is kind of terrible for a rare. Just gives a bit of stamina. I think a lot of these old things have been kind of gimped because of its stat changes and removals. Like Spirit no longer exists, and all that. I think there's other stuff that might have been removed, but hell if I can remember. Also, Oozing Bag, just give me a bit of cash. Encrypted in Twilight text, these words are unintelligible. And that just has no further text. Okay, to the Twilight Outpost. Sorry, Twilight Post. Details. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, you kind of run out of things to say when you're just retracing your steps from earlier. Wish I didn't have to redo all this. If I remembered the quests here better, I could have probably queued it up better. You know, but what's done is done. What's done can't be undone. Thank God for obliviousness. Make sure I'm recording. Recording locally. Line across, line up, left, right, up. All is good. Okay, now we have to head to the outpost. Also, remember how we saw that Tundran yell before? That's because someone had actually managed to put together the bits for the legendary quest. So, yeah. Let's not get too near to the camp. I doubt they'll take kindly to it. Also, as a side point, there used to be World PvP here. See the that machine there with the blue beacon? Yeah, you can see it in the name. Silitist. There was these moving sands you could find here. Puddles of moving sands. And the moving sands would work for the World PvP. You pick it up, you get flagged for PvP, and you can't mount. You have to run across the map to those that machine for your side, then you would have to then you drop it off. And since you're fighting for PvP, anyone on the opposite side can attack you and then grab it for their side. I can't remember what the reward was. I do believe you did get some buff for having the greater amount of Silithus, or whatever you want to call it. You did get a buff, but I can't remember any of the details of it. Oh, they auto aggro once you hit her. Cool. Good to know. But, ooh, Bloodlust Town. Cool. I don't remember what it's saying. Oh yeah, the world PvP here. Like, yeah, basically you, yeah, you pick up the moving stands, you move it to those points, and you can get attacked whenever. There's some benefit, but I don't remember what. I never really got too involved in it. Didn't seem that interesting. Plus, at the time, I didn't really think they'll be removing it from the game. Actually, well, it's not fully removed. You can still, you can do it once a year now, rather than whenever. I'll just grab a bit of thorium. It's kind of weird how they've thorium here than true silver over there. Isn't true silver a fair bit lower than thorium? No, actually, it's just the tier below, according to that. I'm just gonna focus on getting to the last guy here. Come on. George, Avenger. There we go. Twilight Keeper Extract. Okay. Cool gear. I think that's this armor we can get. Anyway. There's weird purple haze over here. And now we go and get Noggle's satchel. Then we'll head back to the other guy. By doing all this, we do unlock a repeatable quest. Remember how we can turn in those 10 Twilight texts to the other guy? By doing that, we can get Cenarian Circle Wrap. But we can, when we turn this in, we'll get a repeatable turn this into the other guy, who will translate the texts instead, and give them to you. He'll also give you other little gubbins as well. Blueprints, that kind of thing. Maybe potions, whatever. But as far as I know, you don't get Cenarian Circle Wrap. So, there's a trade-off. And it's a bit of a nuisance. But it's not really a big deal. You know, like, if you don't care about the wrap, don't bother. Just turn it into the other guy. So, anyway. Actually, talents. Yeah, I'm getting another one at 60. I really don't like what they did with the classes. Hailstorm, what's this? And now, Frostbrand now causes your weapon... It now enhances your weapon damage, causing to also deal 81 frost damage. So it makes it like Flame Tongue. I remember back when they used to be buffs, you could get Rock Bite or Flame Tongue, maybe Frostbrand, and they were all buffs you put on your weapons rather than straight out attacks. I'm thinking... Wait. Yeah, what I'm thinking is I'm going to get rid of Windsong. Might get a passive. Might just get a passive Rock Slide. Might just go Landslide. It boosts up Rock Biter causes Rock Biter to boost my agility by 8% for 10 seconds, which is nice. My agility is my damage stat, among other things. No, just damage. In the past, it used to boost my crit and all that, but that's been stripped out. I remember my paladin could gain benefit from agility for that reason. It could boost his crit, could also boost his armor. Also, someone was just someone's actually still there. For a lunge, no. I'll stick with the healing there and the totems here. Totems here are fucking worthless. Like, I really don't like what they did with the shaman class. It's got pitiful amounts of totems. They used to have tons of totems. And I'm sorry I'm bitching so much here, but I'm in the mood. They used to have tons of totems, and I suppose maybe a lot of totems didn't end up getting used, but now they've seemed to mostly strip them out. You don't have the stone skin totem anymore. You don't have the aggro totem anymore. You don't have the, as far as I remember, the searing totem anymore. You're missing tons of totems, tons of little cool things, tons of little goblins, and it's really fucking annoying. Like, I much prefer the old way. It's so much more annoying to me, even though I play Shaman so much less, than the aura change to Paladins. It's so fucking irritating. Like, Paladins are my main, I don't like any weird warping of them. And even though this is my main, I don't have as much connection, I'm still really more annoyed. Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Did you find all the lexicon chapters yet? Yes, these are parts of the book. Let's get started then, Durcar. Swap every third word with words from the second chapter, then swap every other word with words from the first chapter. Wait, did I get that backwards? Okay, here. A pretty valuable chunk of information, I must say. I've seen the Cenarian Circle forces arrive at Siltus. They plan to drive the Twilight's Hammer out, don't they? This will help. Take this parchment to their leader, Commander Marlet. Soon the Twilight's Hammer will be vanquished, and will be outside their grasp for good.
See you around.
Now that I have the Twilight Lexicon in my possession, just a small favor I'd like to ask of you. My former organization has a secret encoded bulletin that they circulate on a monthly basis. If they make any progress searching for me, or if they call off the search, word will be published on the True Believer. Although this information is obviously valuable to me, the publication contains other useful information that I can share. Bring me any encoded text that you find on Twilight's Hammer members.
Have a good one.
These words are not intelligible. Did you find any encrypted texts? I'm curious to read this month's True Believer. Excellent. I'll get to decoding these as soon as possible. If I find anything of interest, I'll find some way to get the information to you.
See you later.
Find any more encrypted texts? Bring me a good batch of them. This coding work takes some time.
See you around.
And now at some stage we'll get a... Ooh, we already got it. I thought there was a delay. And we also now have the decoded tablet translation. Day 1. Our pilgrimage is over. We finally reached Siltus. Where we're to establish contact. From here, we've come from many places to collaborate in what is to be a monumental undertaking. There's a tremendous sense of excitement. For a moment I read that as excrement. Sure, that too. A tremendous sense of excitement in the air. Tomorrow we shall devote all our energy to building that which will allow communion with them. It's tomorrow we shall construct a windstone. The location of the windstone has been subject to great debate. Not even the wisest among us can determine with great certainty where the place mentioned in the old prophecy actually refers to. I've stayed with the original northern group, and time will undoubtedly prove us right. I've stayed with the original Northern group, and time will undoubtedly prove us right. The argument that the energy lines intersected at detrimental angles at this location are foolish